Hi, thank you for coming back, or if this is your first time watching, um, it's nice to see you, and I hope you will leave a comment below about your own experience with migraine or um, CGRP inhibitors or with traumatic brain injury um, or post-concussion syndrome. So today is August 1st, and it's um, kind of hard day for me today because it's 18 months since my accident, which left me with a brain injury. I have been injecting Ajovy for since December, I think, and I want to say this is maybe my 8th or ninth or 10th injection, but I'll figure it out and write it on in the title like I usually do. But this is the Ajovy. It comes in packs like this. I was getting them from the pharmacy once a month, and they were often coming late. So my neurologist prescribed 3 at once. So now I get them every 3 months. I get 3 of these, 3 doses, and I can take them all at once or each month like I've been doing. And this is what it looks like inside. You have the instructions, which I'm pretty clear on now. When you open it up and your syringe is pre-filled inside. So just gonna pop it out. And I was really afraid of this the first time. I think I had my first dose a couple months before I ever took it. So I learned it's not really that scary. Anybody can do this, almost anybody. Also at the 99-cent store near me, I found these cool prep pads for 99 cents. I got 50. So that's a pretty good deal, and makes life a little tiny bit easier, but I feel a little wasteful about it because they're in these little individual packets, but I'm trying it this time. So I'm gonna do the injection first and then talk about what's been happening. So never remember which leg I did the last time, but I feel like it was probably my left leg, so I'm going to do my right leg. I don't think it matters too much. I think you just don't want to make multiple injections in the same location repeatedly, but this is once a month and it's not the exact same spot. So I'm just going to remove the cap and pinch some skin and inject it. I don't know why it's hard to push. I feel like it's harder than usual. Maybe I didn't pinch enough skin and now it's too late to change that. Okay. No big deal. And I did get a sharps container finally delivered. I think the last time, or couple months ago. I don't remember, but I'm gonna put that in there when I'm done with this. For now, I put it back in the box so I don't misplace it. And I do have just tiny bubble, you probably can't even see, of the fluid on top and a tiny, tiny spot of blood. I've never had blood before, but it was just, the tiniest bit. No big deal. Doesn't hurt much at all, I promise. Just a tiny bit of pain. And afterward, it's just fun. So, I wanted to update everybody on what's been happening. So today was my last vestibular therapy session. That's for the brain injury, not for migraines. But we noticed that my symptoms, the symptoms haven't improved much at all, and so we're not continuing with therapy. I've had 18 sessions, and I will say therapy has been helpful to me. This particular therapist taught me how to pace myself better, which is really helpful to avoid my symptoms getting too severe, and also to sort of recognize more what aggravates my symptoms. She doesn't like me to say that, I think, aggravate, but makes the symptoms more severe. So everything I do makes them worse, and these symptoms are pain, neck and head pain, and migraine. So I had the migraine disorder since childhood, but got much worse with this accident. So I've had constant migraines, ranging from like a 3 to 10 on the pain scale. Ever since this accident, it never completely goes away. It's, even when it's real low, it's always on my left side and neck. And then when it gets much worse, it goes more into my face, and up here affects my vision and a lot of things. So the migraine and neck pain, and then the head pain and pressure, the all over head pain separate from the migraines, and nausea. I'm getting nauseous just talking and thinking about it all, and dizziness. They sort of go hand in hand. And the tinnitus, ears ringing, light and sound sensitivity, like all these concussion symptoms have stayed with me for a year and a half. That's a really long time. And the severe migraines. So what has changed is learning to recognize what's making things better or worse, and just recognize when symptoms are getting better and worse, and pacing myself even when I'm feeling better. So this last month, July, was a better month in that I had almost a couple weeks where my migraines never got over 6. Actually, yeah, like 2 weeks. And then I think I was feeling better because of that, and I was doing more. So then I had regression. Because I most likely did too much. I've been seeing this pattern when I start feeling better, a little better for a while, I start trying to do more and think, I think I don't pace well enough then, because I think I'm better and I'm not thinking as much about it, and then suddenly I'm like, I feel uncomfortable, and the symptoms are getting worse again, and then I stop and start pacing again better. So I need to pace myself more, even when I'm feeling better, even on good days. That's what I'm learning. And it's not easy when you spend a lot of your time in bed or on your couch or just hanging around your house feeling crappy. Then you have some good days, you want to do things and enjoy them and see friends, or just have some fun. And it's really hard to limit myself at those times more than I already am. I am limiting myself a lot. I barely do anything, but I need to limit myself even more, pace myself even more, and be gentler with myself. I've had this feeling of life just passing me by, and feeling, I'm not getting any younger, and I'm worried about my future. But I recognize I need to rest and heal. I need to do fun things too, and the balance is hard with post-concussion syndrome. It's been hard, and I never expected I would be in this place a year and a half later. So just talking, the pressure, thinking and talking and reading, the pressure in my head gets so yeah. And then dizziness and nausea, and yeah, it's like this always, pretty much. And today is a better day, not great, but better. Like, symptoms have been in the mid-range, 4 to 6 all day. So not horrible, not great. And I did get some rest this afternoon, so that's another thing with the pacing and everything. I definitely need to nap every day now to feel sort of okay. So I had already finished the vision therapy. We didn't do actual vision therapy because my symptoms were too bad. It was just learning workarounds, like using dark mode on screens, and I can't even remember, but I didn't find it helpful, and I was disappointed not to get actual vision therapy. I made hibiscus hemp tea, well, cannabis tea, basically, combined with an herbal hibiscus tea that I purchased. And I find this and other cannabis products really helpful for the migraines, but they're not taking them away. Helps me a lot with nausea and sleep. So I was going to say about the 2 weeks I had with without severe migraine days. And, it could be the Ajovy. My neurologist says it works better over time, and that could have something to do with it. And then I had a few bad migraine days early this week, well, last weekend into this week, and so I am hoping that was just a few bad days again, and hopefully I'll continue, improving with the migraines. And then, my other symptoms get worse when the migraines get worse. So, there's only, I still have them. I still have all the symptoms, even when migraines are like 3s and 4s. But I think overall the symptoms increase with the migraines. Although I do have, like today was a lower migraine day, like 4 maybe, and my nausea and dizziness and pressure were still like 5, 6, maybe 7s when I was doing my therapy. So it's really hard to say if my migraines continue to improve, what effect that will have on everything else. But I definitely am still dealing with all this yuck, nausea, vertigo, tinnitus, insomnia, the pain and pressure, and all of the concussion stuff. So now my neurologist has suggested or referred me for visual-spatial therapy or something. Yeah, I think that's it, which might be more like real vision therapy. So we'll see how that goes, and maybe it's something that will help better. I'm still trying to raise money for the chiropractic neurologist, and that's the person who did the vision test that showed my eyes are not working quite together. That could be an explanation for the ongoing concussion symptoms. And I think I'm gonna have to stop now because I'm getting too dizzy and nauseous and my vision is getting really blurry. But there are, some positive things sort of happening, and some hope that things will improve more soon, and that I may be able to get more therapies soon. If I could raise money to pay for the chiropractic neurologist, that would be really good. I think I'll lot of people with PCS get help from that specialty, and that's the only doctor who found that my eyes weren't working together, even though I've had an optometrist and a vision therapist, occupational vision therapist, do eye tests, and this was the only one who found this, and I have the results to prove it. So they record it so you can see your eyes going different ways, or like one pupil bigger, or there's evidence of it, and that's what I showed my neurologist and explained to her what the vestibular therapist was saying about not making enough progress there, and this is what made her decide to request visual spatial therapy. I had asked about a neuro-ophthalmologist or optometrist, but she thought this was a better solution. So I'm going to call it a night for now, and hopefully next month I'll have better news, and like I said, I'd love to hear about your experiences too, if you're dealing with anything similar to this. Please comment below or message me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.